high fence that's mostly hidden unless you get up close. It can feel, on a dark winter afternoon, as if the nearest human being is 1,000 miles away. But if, by accident or intention, you turn in and proceed a few yards down the path, everything changes. The silent landscape springs to life in the form of some of the most capable and observant military forces known to man. Here, the trees really do have eyes. It can give the place an eerie atmosphere. Chuck Howell, the commanding officer, CO, at the end of the Kennedy administration, recalled that First Lady Jackie Kennedy once asked his 6-year-old daughter Polly, "Do you like it up here?" Polly replied enthusiastically, "Yes, I love it." Jackie leaned in and said, "But it's so spooky." Hal's wife, Joanne, listening to the conversation, laughed. "Oh, Mrs. Kennedy," she said, "you don't know how hard they work to keep it spooky for you so that you won't see them and you'll feel free to be any place here." The point was well taken by Jackie, and she would come to appreciate the remote feeling of Camp David as a welcome respite from the constant attention she and the children received in the outside world. One could be forgiven for thinking the camp has ghosts. At night, the silence and unnatural stillness can creep up on you. After FDR's death, the Filipino stewards who had served him were afraid to enter his cabin alone after dark. They reported seeing the glow of a cigarette on the screen porch where they had often watched FDR smoking at night. I could relate. Going to the woodshed after dark and in a misty fog to get firewood could be its own spooky experience, and the patter of mice scurrying around and beneath the stacked, rotting logs added to the sense of unease. Every commanding officer has had a similar feeling. "It's a mystical place," Commander Mike O'Connor, who served under George W. Bush's presidency, said of his first impression of the camp. "You hear about it, but experiencing it is different. It's mystical. It gives you goosebumps." Camp David is functionally invisible, as it's designed to be. In the beginning, during FDR's time, as World War II raged on, the administration went to great lengths to deny the camp, then called Shangri-La, even existed. The best efforts of the press were thwarted again and again as the White House put them off the scent. It wasn't fully unveiled until after the war. Such secrecy is understandable in a time of war, but there was another reason for it too. A president needs a small corner of the universe where he can truly be alone with his thoughts and relaxed in his demeanor. Before Reagan took office, Pat Nixon confided to Nancy, "Without Camp David, you'll go stir-crazy." And most presidents since have agreed. Today, absolute privacy is the gift Camp David continues to bestow on presidents. Press access is limited and invitation only, and those invitations are usually given only when there is an international summit. At the White House, there is such a constant clamor, so many demands, that there is literally little chance to think. At Camp David, the clamor subsides, if not the weight of obligation. A White House photographer is on hand only when requested to capture personal moments in the manner of a family scrapbook. Even these photos are guarded. Unlike at the White House, where every moment is observed and recorded, at the camp, it is possible to close the door and draw the curtains, shutting out the nation for a precious brief time. Presidents can breathe here. Reagan spoke of the sense of liberation he felt at Camp David. The intrigue of the place, its mystery, begins with the difficulty of accessing it. While many guests fly in with the president on Marine One or on separate military helicopters, most of the sailors and Marines who run the place take the route up the mountain by car from their housing below and are subjected to the rigorous security process every single time. The goal is to keep the world out. Occasionally, though, even a president might feel a bit fenced in. George W. Bush sometimes took runs outside the camp, much to the displeasure of the Secret Service. Once when he reached the gate, he cried, "I'm free!" It's definitely easier to get out than to get in. I won't talk much about the security, for security reasons, but suffice it to say that the search is thorough. It takes some time to get in, even if you have high-level security clearance.